Finesse going into peek at. Oh my god, there's a firing squad waiting. Oh no, now they're gonna jump behind it. Kusta will take down Lucas. That's a good start. Cutler in the corner. Gets two big headshots looking for a third. They line up in front of him because no more bullets left. And he ends up going down. FNX with the revenge at least. But now they're sandwiched in. Ricky comes in with a shot and Ethan takes down Steel. And that's the round done. Man, once it got started, it never stopped. And somehow it was CLG that came out on top.
Because they had 4 players on A site to start pretty much. This couldn't get more perfect than that. Finesse dies, and him dying actually saved the team. That's leadership, Anders. That's looking out. That's sacrifice.
Can we talk about the fact that somehow CLG have ended up with 2 players that spell their names backward? Like, why does it work Cutler and Ethan? It doesn't make any sense.
That's what I'm saying, right? You know, why don't we just actually have, you know, Hecure? Okay, obviously. Let's go, boys. You should at this point just all commit.
Don't do drugs, kids. The second round is coming up here, and Ethan goes down to Henny with a quick deagle headshot. They have 4 of them, and almost a second one as Ricky nearly falls. No headshot, but even with the body shots, it's just fine. Lucas being fairly aggressive. Steel not making much headway yet with the tech line over here by the squeak door, but they've got so much map control in the middle here.
Yep, and now the rotation from B is cut off. So this is about to get ugly, Anders. Lucas, he can stop those guys from coming over to support their mates on the A site. What I'm interested in is the fact that Immortals seem to be just willing to take. Why don't they just commit to A as soon as they have that guy in connector?
Yeah, it's a reasonable point. Finesse should be going down here. Bolts, easy kill. Kusta gonna have to really earn his way here. Picks up the 1. Could be a quick follow-up. It probably should have been. Bolts wouldn't have required that many bullets to kill now. It's a really uncomfortable 2 versus 2. The bomb making its way onto the site, being planted as we speak. They're going to try and see if they can isolate Henny. They get the kill now. It's Bolt. 1-on-1 versus Ricky, who's got 3 health left. So a single bullet here is going to take care of it. He's going to try and hold it down. He's got the kit. A couple of more seconds. Bolt, he's way too slow. He's going to try and make it way around the corner. And no! Immortals going to pick up the round. Bolt is just quick enough. That was down to the last second.
Unbelievable. The last pixel on that defuse. That's how close it can be sometimes. And so, well, what looked really good for CLG to start things off, winning that pistol, has now turned against them. And Immortals managed to tie it up 1-1. And now, well, it's going to be CLG. What are they going to do? Are they going to go for the force? They're going to try and play the late game. I mean, it was a 1v1 after all. And it will be, okay, a force, but I like it. Ricky not fully committing to it, still playing for that AWP in the buy round.
Henny hoping maybe someone would be bold enough to go for the peak. I think Ethan might have heard that jump down, so realizing and just falling back from the headshot box in the middle. Steel tapping away on Finesse, but somehow didn't hit him.
Yeah, that was odd. Now they've got mid control. They have the options. And CLG have completely given it up. It's going to be 3 on A. Going aggressive. Let's go, Finesse. Better luck this time. Well, they're actually managing to put quite a bit of pressure here. Lucas with the deagle as well. That's not perfect, and he's going to get caught. Finesse point blank with the CZ75 feeds it to him. And there's the man advantage for CLG. But in the meantime, the push is about to start here on the B site.
Only 2 people to defend as well. Not the best scenario. Ricky and Cutler are both there. If they could buy some time. Cutler doing the best, actually doing quite a bit of damage there. Maybe Ricky could follow it up, but now they're losing too many players in a row, and the defense is sort of just running in one at a time here. There's no grouped up defense where, you know, count to 3 and everyone goes. Really was just staggered running into the bomb site. Doesn't work out in the end, so good job on Immortals picking up a second round.
And the pause. Well, not the pause, but I mean where like everybody just looks so frozen, contemplating what needs to happen next. And you're going to be with pistols, and Ricky has invested $200 in a Zeus.
Oh, yeah.
For shame. For shame. But it will be a pretty solid buy considering Ricky, he's starting this round after the Zeus buy with 4,500. So he'll have his op and a full buy. And good, he eats a nade too. That's what you get, Ricky.
Oh, and another one.
Excellent.
That's such a shame.
Actually, it isn't, Anders.
Listen, you can't mess with Ricky after he did that jump on cobblestone. It's a good job. You know how hard that is? I've tried it so many times, and I ended up getting really depressed because there's supposed to be something wrong with me because I can't make it. Not fun.
Daps is also smiling. All right. Man advantage right now for Immortals. And the round lead as well, 2-1. FNX moving into mid. Not going to matter. Lucas is there to obliterate a Finesse.
Oh. You could see he was trying to be really smart as well. You know, I'm gonna just jump peek this guy, check this out. He gets shut down anyway. Triple kill for FNX, and nobody goes down on Immortals' side. 3-1 favoring the Brazilians, and now we'll see what CLG can do. It's a bit of a strange start, but not the end of the world by any means. It's always annoying when you win the pistol and lose the follow-up round, but I mean, you're just going to have to put that away quick and just think about what you're going to do next.
Yeah, these have been some very one-sided like follow-up rounds as well. So like Immortals, they're making their money. They're more importantly, they're building that bank. Not dropping anybody in this round is key. All 5 survive. And so they have everything they could possibly need here to just go rompa-stomping through one of the bomb sites. I do like to see Finesse actually going for pressure in mid, though. That's a good change. There's been a lot of pressure on A in these initial rounds. Try and get that mid setup rolling.
Double boost.
They have a Molotov for vents. They should be using it. I do believe Steel has got it equipped. Molotov into vents.
Yeah, he's definitely setting up for that. There can't be no doubt about it. And it's a really good mid take. Finesse, though, pushed all the way out and right in the face of Lucas. Gonna have to reload on top of the fire. A bit scary there. But he will be forced back onto the highway. That means 3 on A and just 1 person left in B. If they realize that quick enough here, CLG, they might not be able to get the rotation in time. FNX gonna be smoking it up, but he walks through Ethan. I'm not sure if he realized. Seems to think that that's just a perfect block now. Cutler going to be calling for backup, saying they're already on the site, but nice shot from Lucas. Ethan is there, but only for a second.
And Henny, in the meantime, has found the shot. It's going to be FNX. It pays off, him lurking around, and he knows that Rick is close. Baits out the shot and gets the job done. 4 players survive in what was a very clean round, structured as well. You're right for pointing it out. That was how it's done. To take over mid, the double boost, all the nades, fully committing the incendiaries. And unfortunately for CLG, one thing to note, and I will bring it up, is that they tried to counter on the short. They tried to go for a push, but they team flashed each other. So
yeah, that's no good.
That's no good. That's no good. Tried to get the trade, but instead they got forced out of their own mid part of the map.
That's
Does Ricky just buy the Zeus every round?
I hope he does. More people should. Bring it into the meta. Oh, right in the face. Did he take more damage from something else? Because otherwise, I think that's...
I think it was 2 HEs.
It was either 2 HEs or is that armor bug that's reappeared out of nowhere. Otherwise, you're not going to take that much damage with the armor, so... Could have been. There was a bug for... I can't remember if they fixed it. It's been a long time since I've seen it, but there was a bug that where at a certain... Like, I think if it landed right behind people and right behind their head, it would ignore the armor, and it would sort of pretend that you had no armor, which is definitely no fun. Rick came in a interesting position. This is... If he thinks he can use the suits from this angle, I don't know what's happened. That's obviously never going to actually work out. Ends up going down, but they've done significant damage already, taking out FNX and Henny, and almost Lucas as well. Cutler, this is a great position for the Deagle, but he's going to miss the first chance. He gets one, and is it enough?
Unbelievable. Ethan's even got an AK to play with now. He knows that he's got Lucas pinned down in mid, and so it's a 1v1 for a short while here on the B site. Decides to slow down the pace, though, and that Molotov is going to buy so much time. Has to rotate through CT. Smoke is still up. The only issue is that Bolts doesn't actually have any idea. With Lucas hanging around in mid, they don't seem to know that Ethan's going to try and make this play.
Oh, man. Bolt's going to take him down. I was going to say, if he waits long enough, maybe that smoke will roll all the way over to him. You see how they keep rolling?
Yeah.
5-1 the scoreline. CLG, I mean, they've played 6 rounds so far, and they've had, what, like 1 buy round? One actual rifle round? That's frustrating.
It's about as close as you can get to the worst case scenario.
Yeah, not exactly the best. I'm wondering, yeah, so tactical timeout being called here by CLG. I was looking for the graphics, and there they are. So far, it's FNX and Bolts doing most of the work, you can tell. And I don't know, they just, that one rifle round they had where Finesse goes down first, you have to wonder if he wins that fight, then the double boost that comes in has to face 3 people in middle, because they had 2 on highway and then Finesse would have still been alive. So, I mean, a lot hinged on that 1 kill.
Yeah.
And normally, if you allocate 3 people to middle, you expect to be able to hold almost anything, right? So
that's your concern, right? Is the fact that the ideas are there, and it worked for them in the pistol round, but after that, it's been like slowly falling apart here for CLG. Now they've got the double op in play, though. This was mentioned on the analyst desk, and I know that this warms the cockles of Moses' heart. He sees Kusta once again with the sniper rifle. backed up by Ricky. And on Cash, this can be a powerful setup.
Oh, Ricky. Tagged up a bit over by the B bomb site. But yeah, a big investment into this round for the American team. Where's the return going to come from? Still so much time left for the T side to make up their minds. They don't really have to do much of anything right now. The most advanced we've seen CLG be so far is probably the pistol round where they push into A main. Right now, they're being incredibly defensive, especially over in B. Look at where Ricky is, practically towards CT spawn.
But this does bode well for the A take, or for the A defense, CLG. They've got everybody here on this side of the map. Although Finesse is in a bit of a tight spot, there's only a single player that he has to worry about, and that's FNX. The rest of the push is going to be the core here for Immortals, and they're about to go running onto the site. Kusta's there with the AWP, and he has support from Ethan on short, as well as Cutler. This is going to be dicey for Immortals.
Good Molotov to force Kusta out, but he still gets a kill on Henny now. They're running out of time, 25 seconds, and Kusta playing it really close with the AWP. He needs some backup right now. Ethan gonna take one, but Bolts is there, and Finesse in the middle, making sure no flank is possible. Steele with a practically running headshot, taking down Cutler, and 2 versus 3 at the moment. The bomb will be going down, and it's not the best position in the world because you still can't stop that from the main. You're gonna have to run much closer to actually stop that defuse, but we'll see if that's gonna be an issue or not. Bolts moving back, but it's squeaked all they have to worry about.
And is it closed? No, it's open. This is going to be big. The crossfire is now there. Bolts in a second is going to take a bolt to the side of the head. Never sees it coming, of course. And Ricky finds the shot on Steele as well. Perfectly, more than enough time here for the defuse, even without a kit. And they will save both AWPs as well. And so CLG, deep sigh of relief here, I think.
Yeah. I mean, that looked like it could have been much better because it looked like Kusta didn't have any kind of backup for quite a while. And in fact, the fact that he could even get shut down like that suggests that they weren't quite sure how many people from Immortals' side were coming in. But eventually, they made it work. They only lost 2 players, and that's definitely respectable. So 2-5 here, and moving into the 8th round. We'll see what CLG can show us now. Now is the one round that they can't lose. If they want to have a reasonable first half, they have to win this next one.
Exactly. They have to get that chain going. Henny's got his op. I'm curious to see where he's going to take it. Looking like it's going to be up into A main, looking for the aggression, but they're playing retake A here, CLG. It's a mid-focus that's coming through, and Ricky going very aggressive in B halls. It pays off. He finds Bolts early on in this round. Well, now Immortals, it looks like they want to try and get something rolling over here on the A site, but they're down a man. Oh, Kusta, go for the wall bang.
He really wants to, but once they're a man up, why even try and fight any of these angles? Just make sure you've got him covered, but don't take too much of a fight here. The pressure currently on Immortals to find a way into any of the bomb side. Look like they might try and go for the A1 again. They've got the 2 Molotovs, so they can burn out a lot of the regular corners. So the Ethan is standing actually in a pretty good spot to avoid any Molotovs.
This is an open, kind of like an off angle here.
Yeah.
The smoke goes down to block off Kusta on short. Quick rotation coming through here from Cutler. He's going to try and get into CT, but they get that incendiary down. That's going to stagger things. Steele going to be delayed just a little bit as Lucas works his way out from A main. Nobody there to spot him, however, and so they have their opening, Immortals. Now can they find the shot? And there it is. Steele delivers, takes down Ethan, looks for the follow-up, not going to get it, and it's Cutler getting traded. Steele with both kills.
It's not done yet. 30 seconds, and the bomb will be going down now. Another retake coming in, and once again, they've got Finesse sneaking in towards Squeak, and he was a big part of why they could retake it last time. He got that kill on Bolts this time. Maybe he's going to have to be the one opening it up, because the other 2 have rifle or AWPs, so it's going to be a lot more tricky for them. All the way up on the forklift, aggressive peeking coming out here from the T side. Henny smoked off for the moment, and actually that smoke blocks off Finesse. He's going to get the kill anyway, but that was almost a terrible mistake. Now it's down to Steele and FNX, trapped in the back line here. 1 versus 3. FNX not looking the right way. I think he thought that was a grenade coming in. Instead, Finesse with the triple, and enough time for the defuse here. CLG going to make it a 3rd round. Whoa, that smoke by forklift very nearly saved Henny.
And if it was like a split second earlier, blooming earlier, then Finesse wouldn't have had any idea that the man was holding forklift, and there would have been a real chance for Immortals to hold that push. Instead, another perfect retake as far as they're concerned. 3 players surviving at the end. They'll be able to save both AWPs once again, and they can keep rolling with this expensive strategy that Immortals are clearly struggling with. FNX is kind of slowed down here. He's definitely not having a good time. Yeah, that was awkward.
You could sort of tell that the panic is setting in towards the end there, where it's just like full-on spray.
But they can still buy Immortals. I mean, that's an incredible economy that they're rolling with. It's because they're getting these bomb plants. That bonus 800 is making a world of difference. Steal.
Oh, man.
Oh, are they going for the mid take again? Double boost. Steal getting in position to throw that incendiary. He's got the Molotov, and it's looking like they want to go for a rinse and repeat here, Immortals.
How are they going to react with this double push in main, though, CLG? Is Finesse going to risk it and move forward? I'd love it if he did. That would be some bold play. They got the mid control on this Immortal side, and it could very well be a B crunch. And forward position again by Ricky. He's trying to fall back, and he's actually got back up here. This is very interesting. He doesn't quite get caught yet, but Cutler certainly does. And Ricky, he's going to have to go really big here. He gets a second kill on Lucas, trying to buy time with the Molotov and calling for his teammates to come and help him out. Ethan is there to take down FNX, and a bit of a flick coming out, but not connecting with anyone. Ricky finally going down. That's a great shot from Steele, making it a 2-on-2.
Ricky doing so much work. Kusa's got the angle, falls off the ledge right as the opportunity presents itself, and now it's on Finesse coming through the B halls. He's not going to make it. Walks right out into the open, into Steele's waiting arms. And it's just Kusta now on high, but they know where he's coming from. No element of surprise here to help the American Opera. This is looking like Immortals. They're going to finally break this streak that CLG.
Oh, man. He's going to have to back up. He was hoping that they would give him a target, but they just haven't. This is no longer an attempt to win it. Finesse, I'm wondering if... Because it was very clear to us that the bomb was being planted, and if Finesse had actually peeked when that was happening, then the round would have been done, right? He would have killed the guy planting the bomb. But maybe no one heard it. Kusta must have been just a bit further away.
Yeah.
Or there were too many shots being fired, I'm not sure.
I'm just wondering what's going through Cutler's head with that positioning.
I think he's
totally going to catch them off guard, standing way out in the open.
Well, I think he sort of... I think he probably felt like he had to stay there because he wanted to help Ricky get back, right? So he sort of felt, I have to stand my ground here because otherwise Ricky is going to get shot in the back. But a bit of a shame. That could have very well been a CLG round, but Immortals going to end up picking it up. And that's, I mean, right when they were about to eco as well.
Yeah, now. Well, they still have the money for it. Well, obviously Kusta has